Okay, let's sign in.
Okay, signing in.
Hi guys.
Hey everybody.
This is actually gonna be episode 6 of Off the Dome.
Lucky number 6.
Lucky number 6. And today we have Miss Bailey Buffman.
Bailey Buffman in the home.
Bailey Buffman.
So excited to be here. Very, very, very excited to be on the show.
Yes. When we do these shows, I usually start with like a little easy question to kind of ease us in, kind of get us comfy, get us yapping, get the brain. Yeah.
We don't have a problem with that.
No, honestly, but you know what? We got to stick.
Right.
To the routine
here.
You're right.
But you're right.
Instead of a question, I feel that it is necessary to debrief Rolling Loud. Guys, we went to Rolling Loud 2025.
Hashtag I survived.
I went solely to watch A$AP Rocky.
Sexy Red.
Sexy Red. We will get into that later. I feel like we need to get into it leading up to Rolling Loud.
Yeah, because I've been trying to convince Mika to go to Rolling Loud. I am like a very persistent person. Like, you need to come. And like the whole thing it was Mika's idea for all of us to go in the first place. And then all of us bought tickets and Mika was like, give me a minute. Valid though. She had a valid reason.
I was unemployed.
She did have a valid reason.
I was unemployed.
But I was like, girl, you're employed now. Like,
yes,
we got to get on this.
But
and so she was like, I left her alone. And then she came crawling back to me and she was like, guys, I want Rolling Loud.
Okay, here's the thing. This was my dilemma. At first things first, I was unemployed. And like, I am someone who's very iffy with money. Like, I need to make sure there's money in the bank. Otherwise, I literally have an anxiety attack. So I was like, give me a second. Let me find a job. And then I was like, just to make sure I get a paycheck coming in. You know what I'm saying? And then A$AP Rocky goes to court. Huh? And here's my thing.
That was rough.
Who was they? Who was they? Who were they going to replace A$AP Rocky with? Like, that was
I really think they would have had to do like a cut, like 2016 XXL, like, you know, that video.
Yeah.
Like when it's like Red with Lil Uzi. Like, they would have had to brought Kanye.
Yeah.
Like, every
dude. And
Kanye would have been controversial, but like they would have had to pull out something insane.
Like, because to make up for the fact that A$AP is not performing.
I feel like they would have had to offer to refund tickets.
Honestly, because like Quavo already dropped out.
Yeah.
And like,
but
I mean, honestly,
Quavo's
Soulja Boy.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Soulja Boy is not a bad replacement, but like, who were they gonna pick? Like, honestly, if Uzi was performing, I'm taking it.
No, yeah, I would have
been fine.
Been happy. Yeah,
I would have been fine with Uzi. Who else?
Juice WRLD and XXXTentacion were actually there because
Ski Mask.
Ski Mask just basically played him the whole time.
Ski Mask played a total of 2 of his own songs.
I love Ski. He has so many good songs. It sucks. Like, I mean, like, they're raging songs. Like, I mean, it's music is hard. Like, of course I like rap music, but it's not like I'm like, this is like
peak music.
Like, I'm not like, this is good music, but like, he has good songs that a lot of people know. And like, then he just kind of, obviously we all love the tribute, but why didn't you play like Look at Me or like, I don't know, like some crazy stuff. Like, he was playing the saddest stuff.
Ski Mask is going through it. Someone needs to check on that man, because that was a very depressing set.
Like,
let's see, so we start off the festival, we get in, it's hot as balls. We don't have a lighter, so we are currently at Rolling Loud with no lighter. So we don't have a lighter, so Hailey and Ethan go looking for a lighter. At this point, we're watching DDG.
That was a good set.
DDG was a good set. Who came out after DDG? It was
Lil Tyler.
Was he that day?
No. That
it
was
DDG.
The beginning.
It was 310 Baby.
That was also good.
It was 310 Baby, and then
Bow.
Really good set. He's a really good performer. Actually,
it was actually good.
I actually really enjoyed him. DDG wasn't bad, but like, I didn't know any of his songs.
Yeah,
I knew 310 Baby, and then Larry June comes out. Now, By the time Larry June goes out, I am very dehydrated. Let's just say that. I'm dehydrated. My mouth is dry. Put the pieces together. My mouth is dry, and I felt really bad asking Ethan for water. So I was like, oh, actually, no. You guys weren't there yet.
Yeah, we were.
You guys were still looking for us.
lighter.
So I am trying to get the attention of the security guard, and I'm like, please, can I get a water, please? And so we get the water. Finally, Nicole catches it. Praise.
Was it like the slush pack thing, or was it?
It was like water.
Yeah,
it was just in a pouch. It tasted disgusting.
Yeah, people always say it tastes like weird.
It tastes like crayons. That's what it tasted like.
Yeah.
And I wasn't expecting it. It was cold, which was nice, very nice. But
that's nice.
Yeah.
Like, I would drink it if I was dying.
And I was. And then so Larry June comes out. It's chill vibes. Everyone's vibing, chill music. And then hell hits.
Dude, wow.
Jello comes out. And if you don't know who Jello is, he makes one song. He has one song. It's I might swerve in that corner. Whoa. That's it. And he played that 5 times. Over and over. Back to back. Not like he couldn't do a cover. He couldn't play unreleased stuff. Anyways.
It was rough.
The minute he comes out, the entire crowd pushes forward. Out of all things.
I don't know
Jello.
why people were... Why are we pushing for Jello?
Jello is crazy.
Jello.
So now all you hear is like, I must swerve, bend like... You're like literally like chest to chest with people, like elbows are on ribs.
I'm watching Mika like sink into the back of the crowd.
Yeah.
And me, like, my biggest thing is like staying in the vicinity where like we can see each other, just especially in like that type of crowd with that type of people. Like there's a chance, like, I mean, luckily like we were smart enough to set a spot. Yeah. But it's very like in the moment, like you watch somebody like go back and I'm like, dude, like people have died in mosh pits. Like I am not like I do not feel comfortable just like leaving you and like letting you go. Like, and so watching you all like gave me more anxiety. I feel like in the crowd because like I've been in mosh pits where it's like okay, like I can barely breathe, but like watching somebody else and like other like in a perspective especially where it's like they're sinking back, I'm like, whoa.
Honestly, like, I was fine.
No,
I
you
definitely
were, like,
I could have trooped it out. My thing is, I didn't know that it was Nicole's first festival. So, like, obviously, if it's your first festival, you've never really experienced anything like that.
Yeah, like, you were not expecting to be, like, shoved like that.
Well, and, like, when it's your first festival, when you're at a concert, there's one stage. There's really only one spot that you can be found at, right? But a festival is huge, and so like if you get lost, like you could be lost the whole day, and like the service there is really bad, and I Ethan, Hailey, Nicole, did that other guy that we met get pulled out? How did he find us? He got pulled out with you. Yes. Okay. So we also met this guy. I don't even remember what his name was.
His name is Austin.
Okay, Austin.
Sorry.
If you're out there. No, it's okay. Austin, if you're out there, he'll probably never see this. Or maybe he will. I don't know. Anyways, moving back to Jello. Yeah. So they get pulled out, but the girl next to me is having a full-blown panic attack.
Oh my god.
She's sobbing. She's like, I can't breathe, and like her boyfriend can't really do anything. He's also, you could tell they're very young.
Shoved.
Yeah, and you could tell they're very young.
There's not much you can do for anybody in that sense. Like, unless you're, like, 6 feet tall. Like.
Exactly. So, I was just like, you know what? We're going to push our way through this. Thankfully, a mosh pit opens up. And I look at them, and I was like, run. Like, literally cut across this mosh pit.
It's like the only way to survive, really.
Exactly. So we cut through, and I'm pushing my way through. I'm like, dude, you need to move. Like, this girl is going to, like, literally pass out. And they're like, I can't move. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just make you move.
I'll
like,
move you then.
Girl,
like that, it's not that
out.
hard. Shuffle 4 feet that way.
Exactly. And so we push our way out, and somehow I beat them to the emergency exit. And I'm just chilling there.
I was threatening a security guard. Like, he was like, you guys need to like keep moving, because they lifted us. We got over the barricades because we went right and she went backwards. So she went to like all the way through the back of the crowd, and we went sideways, and because we saw people getting pulled out, and I was like, bingo, like, and also then I could see because they were like on like a podium, and so like pulling people over. So I get pulled over. Everyone gets pulled over. The security guard's like, okay, like, is there, like, and I was like, no, like, there's one more. I'm like, she's over there, like, she's somewhere, like, I don't know. And so he's looking, he's like, I don't see her. I was like, okay, then I'll look. And I, like, get up, and I'm on, like, fully over the crowd, like, Mika, like, literally, like, where are you? And then I looked at, and like, there was no finding you. Like, it was like thousands
there was
of people.
So many
it was
people.
Insane. And I was like,
yeah,
okay, like, emergency exit. And like, by the time we got there, you were probably, like, by the time I probably even like left the front of the stage, you were probably already in the back. But I was literally like searching for you. Like,
and I was trying to text them, but there's no
service because there's thousands of people there using the internet. It's so bad.
I couldn't reach them, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna have to wait here. And
that's
like,
why the spots are so important. Cause,
and
like,
so they find me, and the guy's with them, and I was like, what?
What's happening?
I was like, how did you make it? And I didn't make it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have ruined it, and them making it a all ages festival is like really stupid.
That was the worst. Like, personally, I wouldn't allow my kid to go to a festival that has a rolling station, just because like
why did I see kids that like I could nanny like there, like that are the same age as my
exactly.
Kid, like, who
and like it
was like, yeah, go ahead.
It doesn't even need to be their parent that's with them. It just needs to be someone who's over 18. And it's
even
like,
then it's like, why is your kid listening to this type of music at that age? Like,
okay,
I understand. Well, like,
I don't know. I was listening to Ski Mask when I was in.
Like, how old were those little kids sitting on the rails?
Oh,
they
we
were
did see like 12-year-olds,
like,
yeah, which is like, I don't know. I think there's like I'm not one to tell people how to parent. I don't have kids.
Yeah,
but it's just like, I don't know. If I was a parent, I don't think I'd allow my kid to go to that. But you do you. But I think if you are gonna let your kid go there, you do need to have the conversation with them. Like, I don't know. I definitely understand why Rolling Loud is all ages, because like if it was 21 and up, that's half their audience that's gone. So like I definitely understand that, but it just kind of sucks for the older crowd, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause you honestly could see the difference when we were in the crowd for like DDG and like 310 Baby.
Like
it's a younger crowd.
Yeah.
It's definitely like I felt old being in that crowd.
Yeah, like,
and I'm 20. Like,
you were like, what is happening?
I was very like, there's a lot of young kids in here. And then we go to YG, and it's like, it's people our age and older.
Like 50 years old.
But like the crowd was so good. Like,
yeah, it was so much better than every other one. It was the only one that there weren't like no fights.
Yeah.
Like,
and YG was such
so
a good performer.
Actually.
That was such a good set.
Footage for days.
Yes. So the first question, I think you have a little more experience with it. I kind of only started having guy friends recently, but you like in high school you had like guy friends too.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of curious, what are some things that you've learned from girl friendships and versus like guy friendships? Just 'cause like my only guy friends are like Joel and like
literally
Dylan.
Yeah.
That's it. And
yeah, I think like also from like my situation's unique because I happen to have a brother who's like my exact age.
Yeah.
So I grew up around like, you know, it's like this here, like I grew up around boys, like I'm mainly comfortable with boys, but like when you grow up with somebody that's your exact same age and like that's their friends and they come over to the house, like until you're like 12, 13, like you're just a boy. Like, I don't know, like you're not like, I'm not like attracted. Like we were all just friends. Like I have a lot of like people that Ethan are friends with. Like I used to play Wii with, and like I feel like just growing up in that environment and like really learning how to like having a brother too helps. Like just knowing like their brain a little bit, like seeing how they operate. And then as you grow older, it's like obviously it turns from like boys have cooties to like, oh, like who's that boy? And like a lot of friendships turn into like, I like you, like blah 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 blah. Like, and in high school that was like the biggest problem. Like you would have like, oh, I have a boy best friend, like I have a boy best friend. Oh, my boyfriend has a boy best friend or a girl best friend. Next thing you know, like they're sleeping in a bed together.
Yeah.
But anyway, like, it's hard. I feel like it's hard to navigate even, like, with that in mind. I have always preferred having girlfriends.
Oh, absolutely. Honestly,
Like,
no. I think, like, I mean, I grew up around guys, too, because, like, I don't know if you know my cousin Koa, and then, like, my cousin Isaiah. Like, I have a lot of guy cousins. Age. But, like, I think I just always, I had guy friends in, like, elementary school and middle school, but, like, we weren't tight enough to be, like, best friends.
Exactly.
And, like, I had, like, one close guy friend, and then we went to high school, and, like, I just never talked to him ever again, because we went to different schools. But, like, I always value, I feel like even for guys this could be true, but, like, you kind of always value the friendships that you have with, like a girl, or like a girl and a girl and a guy with a guy.
Exactly.
Because it's just, like, they are gonna understand you much better than the other person ever could. And, like, I don't know, like, I guess you'd have to ask a guy, but for girls, at least, with a lot of girls that I know, having a girl friend, they just, like, care for you. Like,
exactly. I feel like you find the friendships are complete opposites.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
having a friendship with a guy is,
I feel like it's like having a brother.
It is a brother. Like, I literally have a brother, and, like, it's a nice brother. It's a brother that, like, is content. Like, unfortunately, like, 9 out of 10 times, I'll say, like, 8 out of 10 times, there is a slight attraction felt by somebody, and that's kind of how it started. And, like, even if it's, like, platonic and you're like, oh, this would never work out, like, I find that, like, a lot of friendships start on, like, unless by chance, you know, like, sitting next to each other in class, you start talking to each other, but, like, you're like, you notice them, and then it's like, oh, they're really cool, and then, like, you notice more things about them, and it's like, but then there always seems to be that part, I find, until like, up until, like, I feel like until we got out of high school, or, like, even I feel like once I, like, got, like, sophomore, junior year, you never could tell if they really, like, when they were, like, liked you or not. Like, it would be like, do you like, do I like you? Like, you would kind of confuse it because so many boys were mean growing up. So it was like,
they're always like, oh, if
why
they're mean,
do you
they have a crush
like,
on you.
exactly. And, like, I grew up, like, also just my brother's friends having crushes on me too. Like, and I don't know, I never even really liked, like, my first boy until, like, 6th grade, like, the beginning of 6th grade. But, like, in 5th grade, like, boys thought it was, like, funny. Like, they started, like, that's, like, I don't know, they started
like, a crush is a joke.
The crushes, like, they thought it was funny, and, like, oh my gosh, you like a girl, like, ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
But as we grew up, I felt like I had a really good guy friend my freshman year of high school, and I felt like once COVID hit, obviously I reverted back to, like, mainly being with my family. So, like, me and my brother being the same age, his friends now, it was literally like we reverted back to being younger again. Like, his friends were coming over. Like, my mom would let us, like, sit in the trampoline, like, 6 feet apart, like, in our backyard and hang out and, like, sit in chairs and just chit chat. Like, what are we doing? But I made my first, like, good guy friend freshman year, and I remember for a long time I was like, does he like me? Like, it feels like he likes me. Like, this is weird. Yep. Like, and then, like, he'd get, like, when he'd have a girlfriend, I would feel the most comfortable being their friend. But it's also, like, you know, in the sense of being a girl, like, you need to back off. Yeah. Like, if they want to be your friend, they will be your friend. Like, I find, and, like, that is the biggest thing about guy friends. They're, like, situational, I find.
Yes. I was going to say that, too. I feel like another reason why you value friendships with, like a guy and a guy and a girl and a girl is because, like, they're more consistent. Like, when you have like, me, when I have a guy friend, like, oftentimes you stop being friends because they have a girlfriend. And it's not just because, like, it's not even because
they're insecure, like, their girlfriend's insecure.
It's not like the girlfriend is, it's not like the girlfriend is, like,
you're putting your effort somewhere else. And it's,
I feel like also, like, when someone gets a girlfriend or a boyfriend or just a significant other, I guess, there's now a boundary.
There is, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like hanging out one-on-one situationally, like I can hang out with Joel. Like, Joel's, I'm everybody loves Joel.
Yeah,
You know what I
everyone
mean?
loves
It's like
Joel.
obviously to an extent, like maybe but even I would never hang like even somebody that my boyfriend's like comfortable with. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
like he's had best friends since he was growing up. I would never go and hang out with his best
No.
bud by myself. That's
Yeah,
weird.
that's
That is
weird.
weird.
Yeah.
And so I think like once that does happen, it's like if you did used to do that, that does take a step back in your friendship.
Yeah.
And like for my friend that I had like when I was a freshman and a sophomore, we were like really, really good friends. Like I would go over to his house, like, and it really was like it never like became romantic. And I feel like that's what set a good standard for me of like what I wanted friendships to be.
Yeah.
But then also like you see at the end of the day that like they're still a man.
Yes.
Like they do things and you're just like
yeah.
or like the egos as they get older too. It just like okay, like and like they're feeling like more insecure as they get older. Like stuff is people are getting girlfriends. I don't know what it is, but it's just like you start to see things and people change and people grow out of each other. But I find that happens a lot more in guy friendships than with girl friendships because in my girl friendships like like I pride myself on all my friendships. Like the friendships I have a lot of friends, but my good friends are very limited because I know the type of effort that it takes for like my standard of having a friendship is high. Like I like to hang out, not like let's all go do this, let's all go do that. Like
one-on-one.
Like let's hang out, like let's sit at my house and watch a movie. Like we don't need to do anything, but like
just the mundane things.
Exactly. Like I think that that's something more fun for a girl than it is like for a guy. Like
I love relaxing.
Exactly. Like my favorite thing to do is chill at my house. Like everybody knows like I'm the friend with the apartment and like I also am the person who loves to plan. So like that is like one of my love languages with my friends. Like I love planning like Taco Tuesdays, you know, like we have wine nights at my house all the time. Like it's like a good sanctuary and the vibe that you feel in my house when we're all together, I would never feel like with a guy. Like, I'll come over and have a wine night. Like, I don't know. Being a girl is a good experience. Like, I love being a girl, and my girl friendships that I have require my effort. Like, I think about them, and I make sure, like, their birthdays are in my calendar. Like, and, like, that.
It's just caring.
Caring.
Like,
care. And, like, yeah, exactly. And I also know my limit of caring. Like, I know that, like, with the life that I have, like, I can't just have 4,000 friends because I would not be a good friend. I would not be able to attend to all of them. Like, and like, of course you ironically make a friend. Like I, to be honest, like I have almost, except for like 3 friends in my entire life that I've made that I'm not still friends with to this day. Like my roommate is my 2nd grade best friend. Like, I don't know. Like I've pride the ones that I do find that I do find a connection. And I think it's important. Like, I feel like girls and girlfriends, and I can't imagine being a guy, like, because I'm sure they find the same thing about their friendships. Like, they find their solidarity in it, and like they're like, wow, that's like I love hanging out with my bros. Like, I imagine the M house is like, that's like, dude, this is peace. Like,
I mean, they've been friends since like kindergarten,
and like I just feel like it's just like it makes sense. Like, and like they probably come home and they're all hyped to see each other. You know, I mean, like they're not gonna be like, like, I walk in my house, I'm like, hey, everybody. Like,
that's another thing. I feel like a girl with a guy friend, you can't really replicate the excitement of seeing each other the way you can, like, a girl, like, a girl seeing a girl, you're like, oh my god. Like, you can just get
like,
so
if I did
excited.
that, like, if I did that,
comes home, everyone's hyped. Like, everyone's like, oh my god, like, we gotta plan something ASAP. Like,
even when I pull
excited.
up to the drive-thru, I'm like, Joel! He's like, Hailey.
He's like,
hi.
He's always like, hi. Like,
I'm like, and we're always like,
like, and I think a difference I do find also with girl and guy friendships is like a girl friendship is very caring and like they just, you know, they want a good girl friendship is caring and they'll want the best for you and they'll really like, again, like what you said, like validate you and just
want you to grow.
Be better. Yeah,
exactly.
But a guy friend is like, they do care for you, but it's almost like they care more in a sense that like they don't want anything bad to happen to you.
Yeah, but they're not really worried about the details.
No, like they don't want to hear about your date. Be for real.
Yeah.
They don't want the debrief.
Call me if you're dying.
Honestly, though, some people do want like the debrief. Some guys, they enjoy it, but a lot of the guy friends that I have don't care, and like they at most they're gonna ask like, oh, how was it?
How'd it go?
But
and
like
you're
they
like,
don't want the details that like a girl wants. Like a girl wants to know. Oh,
did he open the door?
Did he open the door? Like, did he get you flowers? All of that. But a guy just wants to know like, did you hook up or like?
Yeah, like did y'all fuck or not?
Yeah, like, but they're very much like a lot of the guy friends that I have. When I tell them something bad happens to me, like I've never felt more like, I don't know how to even explain it, but like they just like, not like pitied, but like
they're like, damn, bro.
empathy.
Yeah.
Like they do have a lot of empathy when something bad happens to you. Like when I tell a guy friend that something bad happened to me, they're just kind of like, damn. And it's
that
like,
sucks.
that sucks. And they're just like, are you okay? Like, and I'm just like, no.
Thanks for letting me get that out.
Thanks for letting me rant.
They're good listeners.
They're good listeners. They are good listeners.
And girls are good advice givers.
Yes.
We'll leave it at that.
Let's move on to the next question. We are literally about to hit an hour.
Yeah, wow, we are going on and on and on and on and on. We talked like for an hour about Rolling Loud. Yeah.
Okay, so I think I'm just gonna skip to my last question then.
Okay.
So obviously you went through a pretty rough point last year with Chris and all of that.
Yes.
And honestly, as someone who I didn't really know him, but like I was kind of on the outside, just obviously making sure that everyone that did know him was okay.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that like a lot of the people who were close to him, they are so strong because you guys all handled it in such like a very powerful way. Like you didn't let it, I guess, hold you down. You guys built like a really amazing community out of it, honestly. Like you united a lot of people that knew him that like would have never been friends. And like it was very beautiful to watch you guys do that. And like even now you guys are still doing it, and it's really like beautiful to watch you guys take that like very like it's just a sad thing that happened and like turn it into something amazing. And like the way that you guys have grown with his family even is really good. So I guess my question for this is like what advice would you give to someone who is going through something like that, and like not how to get over it, but just like how to like handle that situation. And
yeah, exactly, because it's definitely something that's like not measurable. Like it happens and you're like, because I personally, like, both of my grandparents have passed away. My grandmas have already passed away, like, from cancer within the last, like, 3 years. Mm-hmm. So, like, I've seen, like, I lived with my grandma, and, like, she passed away in hospice at our house. So it's, like, when you've seen death, you understand it, and it's, like, it's still very confusing, I find. Like, but it's so... I could not even begin to explain, like, the type of feeling it gives you when it's somebody that like is our age, like not just somebody, that's the other thing too. Like Chris, I feel like was such a like rare person, and like when you find those type of people, and then like you find that they have so much life ahead of them and they have so much potential, and like feeling all of those feelings and like watching it get like stripped away, I find it like it almost like radicalizes you. Like you're like, there's a piece of you that's like, wow, like I'm so sad. It doesn't do any, like it just, like grieving alone is not the way to go in my opinion. Like everyone grieves differently, of course. Like
it's not linear either.
Exactly. Like everyone at different points, like you might want to be alone, but I find that like the best growth is talking about a person and like living and like remembering their memory and doing things that like, and finding little things in your day that like remind you of them, or like even small signs that they're still there. Because like for me, like I believe that like energy doesn't dissipate. Like energy atoms, they cannot go somewhere. Like they cannot be erased off the face of the planet. So like in my head, like, Chris is just floating around, like, he's doing what he wants to do, like, he is having the time of his life. And like, I find a lot of comfort myself in like thinking of him like doing all the fun little activities that like he said he would, or like just like even, I don't know, I've never also like I did lean a little bit more into God, like with death, I find, because that I think is something that directly relates to it, like where you're like like God has a hand in like death, because everyone's associated death with heaven and hell. And so you kind of like dig a little bit deeper, and you're like, wow, like, and I mean, I don't really know where I believe in all of that, but it's you find it very comforting to think that he could be like meet, like you hear the stories about heaven, it's like you get to live your life and you meet your soulmate, and like you get to live your life, and like you get to go see, he gets to go see all his kitties that have passed away. Like I like that is what helps me sleep at night.
I think like the best thing that you can take out of a situation like that is like, now that you know what it feels like to like kind of like everything just kind of, when you deal with death, everything just stops. Like it's like I don't know, like I posted, but one of my family members passed, and he actually also passed in a motorcycle accident. So it's like I don't know, everything just kind of stops, and he was my age too, so it's just kind of like oh, like again what you said, like it could have been me, it could have been this person. And like the best thing that you can do out of that situation is just like, you know what it feels like to go through that. The best thing that you could do is just be kind. Like honestly, just like be a good person. Is like, it's not even like you want to be remembered by being a good person, but just like you want people to know that you are someone that they can talk to, and like you are like, I don't know, just like I know what you've been through, and like I understand like the feeling.
But like don't use it as an excuse for hatred. Like let it grow.
Don't let it turn you into like a cold person.
Exactly.
Like you, especially like when someone passes, they obviously know other people, and like all of these people are also going through that. Like I don't know, it's just it when you see all these people going through it, it feels like I'm not alone. Like everyone that is around me in this room, especially when you're at like their memorial or like their funeral, everyone around me in this room was somehow impacted by this person. And like the best thing you could do is just be kind. And it's so much more than like grudges and like negativity and like
small little beef and drama. Like
exactly. It's just
I know it's part of life and having it, but it's not worth it in the end. Like never talking to somebody again over something as measly as like a man or stupid things.
Yeah,
like
it's just like I don't know. It's in the moment. It's emotions are always gonna take a toll, and like in the moment, obviously you make decisions, and it's your choice to make those decisions. But like a 10-year long grudge is just
where does it get you?
And not in like. It's fine if you never come into contact again, whatever. But like if you see each other in person, and you just like, I don't know, you start holding a grudge and like
acting weird,
or just like the least you could do is just say hi and like
move on with your life, because it affects you more. I find like holding a grudge affects you more than forgiving and letting go. Because I'm not saying forgive and forget like somebody who hurt you and like oh it's okay, come back. Like I can fully forgive you and maybe not never talk to you again. I mean maybe if that's where life leads, but like you never want to leave off on terms with somebody where it's like fuck you, I never want to see you ever again. Like, and I mean sure I'm guilty of that, I'm sure, but it's also at the end of the day, 10 years down the line, you also know it won't be worth it. And if it is worth it, you're not healed from it. And like there's seriously something way deeper than that. Like being able to let people go is a big part of life. And like obviously letting go in grief is by force, but like growing out of people and letting them go by choice is equally as important. Like it is so imperative, and I find that if you don't do that, it holds you back in life, and then you're kind of stagnant and when you outgrow people and like you're ready to move into new people, like that is like almost a new chapter. Like new people, new time of life.
Yeah.
Like new experiences, new places, new things. Like, and it has to happen, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like it is sad, but like without that, like you wouldn't meet people. Like I couldn't imagine like not living with the roommates that I have now. I love the people that I live with now, and things had to happen for that to happen. And it's like, it is what it is, you know, and it sucks. And like
just like wish the other person the best.
Exactly, you wish them well, and you hope that they
do good with
keep growing in life and go in the direction that they want. But the grudge and bad will and like I hope that they fail is just, it's sad. Like, and I feel like there's so much of it in our generation, and we all just need to be kind. Everyone just needs to be kind.
It takes, honestly, it takes more energy out of your day to wish badly upon someone than just going on with your life.
1 year.
Exactly. But that was good.
That was good. That was good. Thank you guys so much for listening.
The last segment that we do is a favorite movie.
Slay.
Or show.
Slay.
If you need a minute to think, I can go first.
No, I got it.
Oh, she came prepared.
I got it.
She came prepared.
I got it.
What's it?
Is this like all-time favorite or is this like current favorite?
Either, whichever you want.
I'm gonna go with my current favorite show because I just kind of restarted watching it and it's made me like regain a new appreciation for how good it is Gossip Girl.
Ooh.
I
love the Frank Ocean episode.
Yeah. I've only watched, this is my second time watching it. I watched it once all the way through. Actually, I watched it 3 times. I watched it once to season 6 and I was like, what the, or whatever, or like season 4 and I was like, what the hell is this? Like, and then I tried it again and I was like, okay, I gotta get through it. I'm always thoroughly disappointed by the ending. Like, I don't really like the ending of the show at all, but the drama and the like, every time I put that show on, I'm about ready to book a ticket to go see Jaden in New York and meet some uptown rich bitches. Like, wow, it literally, I'm like, this is peak. Like, this is peak life. Like, not like it's like, oh, like I wish that was me, but also just like, I couldn't imagine, like, people live that life.
Yes. It's crazy.
Like, yes, of course I want to live that life, Dad. Like, I wish I had that, but like, I'm content where I'm at, but like, that's too much. Like,
no, the drama in there is insane. Like,
I was like, the first time how old are we in this? How old are we in this?
School.
It's like 16. I'm like,
I could not.
You got sent away for sleeping with someone. You left to school for sleeping with somebody's man. Like,
literally,
your mom let you do that? My mom would have been like, deal with this shame.
Yeah,
I'm posting flyers on Facebook. Like,
no, that's.
I don't know. I find that the acting and just like everything in that show is really good. So good. Like, until obviously I find that shows they constantly, movies too, like, you guys overdo it. Like,
oh, for sure.
2-3 seasons.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like, I love a good long show, but like, there better be a damn good plot. And like, I don't love like how in a lot of I love in Gossip Girl how it continues. Yeah. Most shows nowadays, they do it like, this is the big plot, here's the ending, here's the grand finale. There's another season coming. Yeah. What else could you add to that? Like, what? And then it's like it's still the same characters, but it's like
a completely new story.
Now we're gonna talk about Russian spies, and I'm like
Riverdale is a good example.
Yeah, I was gonna say Stranger Things.
Oh, Stranger Things too, or even like, I'm so sorry, Grey's Anatomy.
Dude, no, they need to cancel that show off the internet.
What season are we on?
Like 16. My grandma died before she could watch that shit. I know she's mad. Like, she started watching it when it first came out, and it outlived her. God damn it. Like, she's rolling in her...
Dude.
Great. Like, she does have a
I don't know. In the first few seasons were good. And then it just like... All right, it comes to a point.
The minute that Derek Shepherd died, I stopped watching it. The minute he died, I was like,
they could have ended on that season. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, my grandma loved. She was a serial watcher. Like, I would come over to her house, and eventually moved into her house, and I would sit down, and I would just get soul sucked. I'd be like, Grandma, like,
good.
Well, yes, it was good, but then I'd be like, Grandma, like, why are we watching, like, this is the 4th episode, like, I've watched a hematoma, I've watched somebody's eye fall out, like, when are we gonna watch,
the amount of surgeries I've watched,
dude,
it's like
I'm a medical professional, actually, don't even trip, y'all.
My mom still watches it. And she'll put it on, and I literally will be looking, and I'm watching, I'm like, oh, a new show. And then it's that damn
She always pops back up.
Yes.
I always see Meredith Grey. I'm like,
no, not just her. It's the head, the short girl with, like, the bob.
Dr. Bailey.
Yes. She's still in it. The minute she pops up, I'm like, damn, Grey's Anatomy still got...
at this point? Like,
honestly, she looks the same. Good for her.
Black magic. They eat down.
They eat down. Like,
give me your secrets. Any secret.
Dr. Bailey, you look amazing. I just want you to know.
But
yeah.
so does Meredith Grey.
She does. I just saw her on the Call Her Daddy podcast.
And she
looks amazing.
Good. She looks good.
Incredible.
She definitely has Botox. It's very clear she has
though?
Botox. And the facelift, for sure.
It's just what happens when you are a good person. Everyone on that cast is a good person, and they all age like fine wine.
Notice how the Friends cast aged.
Jennifer Aniston looks really good.
Lindsay, she's a good person. She's hot.
The girl who plays Phoebe,
she's also hot.
fine still.
You want to talk about Chandler Bing?
We can't. He passed. It's rude.
It is rude, but y'all get the picture. He didn't age very well, and neither did Joey. Whatever.
I haven't seen him recently. Does he look really old?
He just looks... I mean, he kind of looks like a DILF. No, a GILF. But he should be like a DILF.
Yeah. Well, no. They're like 60.
I guess maybe they are.
They're like 60 years old.
Honestly, most of them looked pretty good at the funeral. I remember seeing them all together at the funeral, and they looked pretty good.
But not like... I mean, the people in Grey's Anatomy are like the same age.
But see, they look like 50.
60.
They look they
look good.
They look like they just turned 50, and like they're probably like
even
into their
the
60s.
dad from Euphoria. He's also in Grey's Anatomy.
Dad, yes.
He looks great.
You're like, come on.
He looks great.
But anyway, what's your favorite show?
I just finished watching Reservation Dogs.
I've never watched that.
It is so good. It's about a reservation, obviously. It's about like
it's about dogs.
Oh. No, it's about the kids who live there, but they like call themselves the Reservation Dogs.
So they're like
it's like their gang, but it's like it's not a gang. It's just like a group of kids.
What is the character Jacob?
Like from Twilight?
Yeah, like how they call themselves like that. I swear they do.
Reservation Dogs?
Like they're part of on the res.
On the res.
Yeah, they're
that's
like
what they say on the show too.
Yeah. Oh,
but it's so good. Like honestly, like I love shows where like it's like a different perspective, and like obviously we've never lived on a reservation. I don't think I've ever been on a reservation other than like a casino.
Yeah.
But like it's very interesting. Like I never knew, I guess, what life would be like on a reservation.
It's almost like a whole new like
it's
literally
different. Like it's as if like it's almost like you know like small towns, like small like white towns like Utah, like Utah.
Yeah.
It's
but
like
it and make it cultured
and like cool. Like, the way that they like live.
No, I would fully live.
Cool.
I would like if I could. I would like. Yeah, I probably would actually.
I think it was really, really cool. It also talks a lot about like grief, because like the mom and all of them, like obviously people pass, but it's very interesting how they go about it. Like it's like a really big like, I guess each culture has their different thing. Like even on Guam, like it's a big like. It's like a week long. Like I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Like when I had my Zoom funeral,
I was like, she's like, I'm on a Zoom funeral.
Yeah,
I can't talk
but
right
it's
now.
Like a big thing. Like it's like
texting me at the Zoom funeral was crazy. By the way. Had to respond to the huzz.
It was a week. It's a like.
No,
a
that's
week
actually
long.
crazy though.
So like,
I mean, that's cool.
It's great and it's a great way to honor it. But it's like. So, like, the first 3 days you do rosaries, and, like, you're basically just praying for
them.
The spirit, and, like, that they make it
to heaven
properly. And then, like, you have the church service, which is a full day. That's what the Zoom funeral, it was just church. Like, we didn't even... And
where was Like, where did all of this happen? Like, where's your...
It was on Guam.
Oh, it was in Guam.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Which is why I was up in the morning.
And that's why you were on it all day. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because Guam is like 18 hours ahead of us.
Yeah, so it was like completely different
It's
day for them.
Yeah, it was like for us it was Thursday, but for them it was Friday.
But, you're like,
yeah. So I was there for like the whole day because like, so I'm not sure. I've never been to a funeral on Guam before. Just like the ones that I have seen on Guam have been through Zoom. But the way that I've seen it happen is like, they go to church and you're basically at church for the whole day, literally just praying for them, viewing their body, and then you drive them through like almost the whole island, like just letting them see like their home and everything, and like last visit, that's like kind of what they call it. Like,
okay.
They see like everyone they've loved.
Like you drive through your home and like everyone's standing there and stuff. Yeah.
And then you bury them. So it's like a full
full process, thing. Yeah.
And then afterwards you have like a get together, and it's just like everyone that was at the funeral. They do dinner. It's like a huge like feast. Like it's
in their honor. Like, yeah.
I don't know. I have said though that when I pass, that I want to party.
Yeah, I think that yeah.
Like I want to DJ.
No, yeah, like rave it up, please. Like, yeah.
I want people to live up. Like
I will be playing Sexy Red at your funeral.
Thank
anyway.
you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You can count on me to be wildly inappropriate.
I want you to play I'm Back. I just like,
I'm back.
No, but yeah, I everyone thinks I'm joking, but I really
No,
do.
it's valid, honestly.
Yeah. Like I don't want it. I mean, it's obviously gonna be sad, but like
of course, like cry, but cry and twerk.
Or just like just celebrate my life.
No, we're crying and twerking.
But yeah.
But no, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say it gives me it kind of not like sounds like, but like just like two different perspectives. Like that's me when I watch Sister Wives. Please tell me you've watched Sister Wives. Are you joking? Get on it. Go on H.
Is it like a show or is it like
it's a show? It's a reality. It's real life. Like it is their life. Yeah, it is real. Okay, so yeah, reality.
Not really being able to watch reality TV.
Me either.
My parents didn't want me to read, and so it never interested me. Like
no, this is different. I watch the Kardashians, but I don't watch them religiously. I watch it when it's on and somebody else I can get interested in it and like what's going on in it, but I'm not like new episode of the Kardashians is on. Gotta go watch it. But like I don't, and like I also don't watch this religiously. But you put it on and you're like, no way, this is real life. Like you guys live like this. Like they're really? 3 wives, they're like sister wives. There's one man. 3 wives, like, and like the season that I started watching, like he was recruiting another wife. Like it's like
recruiting.
The wives recruit the other wife, bring them. No, like it's crazy. Yeah, they're in Utah. Yeah.
I watched. Have you ever seen like Keep Sweet and Obey or something?
I've never heard of that.
It's on Netflix. It's about like the Mormon, like the Mormon like group, and like. It talks about like how they like escaped, like the girls escaped and stuff, and like what they went through. It was crazy. Like
no, yeah, Mormons are crazy. Yeah, sorry.
Not all of them.
No, sorry, not all Mormons, but the
Lindsay,
like.
I miss you.
Yeah, and like Ruby Frank.
Dude, that was insane.
I can't even.
We don't even have time.
We don't even have time.
We
but
don't have
like,
time to go down. It's gonna have to be another episode.
Yeah,
like,
I'll be back, y'all. Yeah. Ruby Frank.
We will.
Wait till I have my word about
she,
you.
Like, sues us.
She probably would, because that's what she has to be worried about right now.
Honestly, yeah.
I would recommend taking care of your kids and not watching podcasts. Cut. Anyway.
Yeah. That was a pretty good.
That was fun. Chat. Yeah, I do know how to yap extensively, and
we'll
get off topic.
Here.
So sorry,
honestly,
y'all.
We didn't really get off topic.
I feel like
we were just yapping. There's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, it spills around.
Yeah,
it's part of the life.
But we'll cap it off there.
Yes.
That was a good episode. Thank
you. Thank you so much for having me on Off the Dome.
I gotta start I need a.
You know what you should do? You should have whoever's guest starring, like throw a crinkled paper, but we have to hit that so it makes to cut it because it's like your intro. Like you know how you have like the crinkle.
Okay,
you need to have it like beep.
Okay.
And then it cuts out. See ya.
Everyone who is on my show does not have aim.
So yeah, actually, I also don't have aim. So maybe you should see me throw darts.
We'll practice that though.
Yeah, we'll get on.
It's a good idea. Thanks for the pitch.
You're welcome. Yeah, maybe you edit it.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah. Get on that. Hard. Yeah. Get on that. Thanks, editor.
Thanks.
This is actually now my podcast. Like
oh.
Off the podcast.
Ooh. But that was good. Make sure to follow us on our socials. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.